The Lyriq was a brand new vehicle in the Cadillac lineup in 2023 and 2024. They improved upon it still. Today I'm gonna take my very first test drive in it, but I'm not really an expert. That's why I grabbed somebody who was. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Good. Dan Richardson's a salesman here at Smail Cadillac in Greensburg. I want to take this car on a test drive.
Let's hit the road.
We have got to check out the exterior of this Cadillac Lyriq. Dan, this is the Sport 3 package, right?
Correct.
What does that give it?
Well, that's going to give it a lot of cosmetic features. As you look around the vehicle, you're going to see a lot of black accents, especially with the wheels. You're going to get the black rooftop, the black mirror caps, pretty much the blackout package of the Lyriq.
And I'll tell you what, the front of this vehicle is just absolutely striking with that monochromatic Cadillac logo in the front of it and those LED running lights. Definitely makes the Lyriq look different than other vehicles out there on the road. I'm noticing those wheels, black gloss with also some additional like striped inserts in there. It looks really nice.
Yeah, instead of giving just a single one-tone look, you know, Cadillac wanted to be different, just kind of give the wheel itself just a visual appeal of its own. You'll be looking at a 22-inch rim size.
So coming along the side, we'll notice a few things. Right here, what do we have, Dan?
Oh, so there's going to be your charge door panel. So just by hitting the Cadillac symbol,
right there,
it'll open up and present the charger for you. So what you're going to see up top is going to be your standardized charger to where you're going to charge at home.
Right.
But right below will be your DC fast charge for your public charging stations.
Wow, so you can definitely get the vehicle charged pretty quickly there. Close that up. Another thing I'm noticing, completely different than last year, the handles here, Dan, right?
Correct. The door handles were completely redesigned for 2024 for easier access of entry. Before, you had to push the door handle open and wait for the door to present itself to you. Customers said that was too slow, so they just re-engineered and redesigned it for the convenience of the customer.
Well, it's really cool. I really like the way that that just kind of pops out there. It makes it very easy to get in and out of the car. So coming around the back side of the vehicle, you notice those, wow, those turn signal indicators actually flash across the back, don't they, Dan?
Yes, they do, and maybe later on we'll show you the little light show the Lyriq can present to you at night. One thing you will notice in the back, there is no rear windshield wiper. Reason being, the vehicle is striving for aerodynamicy, so the wiper would actually get in the way and reduce the range. So it actually has a nice open fascia right up there on the top spoiler to allow airflow to pass through to give it a little bit better air resistance while driving down the road.
So we had to bring this vehicle inside to take a look at the light features. Dan, what do we got here?
So this will be a welcoming feature, so whenever you approach the vehicle or hit the unlock button.
Look at that Cadillac. Oh, look at that. Wow. Holy cow. Tetris and everything in the opening there. That is amazing. That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And not only that, it also has a demonstration for you on the rear as well. Let's go check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
So approaching the rear of the vehicle, it'll kind of act like lava.
Oh, it is like lava. I see that. Wow. So something else I'm noticing in the back here, the Cadillac logo there on the ground, Dan.
Yep, that'll be for your hands-free liftgate. That's the indicator where you're going to put your foot.
Okay, so that's where I just kick my foot under and it's going to open up the trunk. And man, it looks awesome in the dark. Well, there's one other thing I want to show off in the dark here, Dan. It's the inside ambient lighting. You can see that purple lighting all throughout the vehicle. Really sticks out. Just very, very vivid and very bright. Wow, interesting. So to get into the trunk here, I imagine I'm just gonna hit something on the back.
You're gonna be hitting that Cadillac symbol.
Ah, okay, so if I just go ahead and press that, wow, one click all the way up, and you have a lot of storage space back here, right? And it looks like we have some all-weather mats. Is this something that you get extra?
It's pretty much a standard feature on the Cadillacs. They want you to protect the vehicle for you.
Yeah, and if we need some additional storage down here, looks like we got that underneath there. So on the left side here, we have a 12-volt charger with some lights back here, and we have buttons for putting down the seats, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and press down the left side there, easy enough. Right side folds down as well. Well, that's a lot of cool features in the trunk. Let's jump into the back seat and see how much space we got back there. Jumping into the back seats, definitely really nice looking back seats with that whitish leather back here, Dan. What's the interior color called?
Sky Cool Gray.
Okay, so it's got perforated leather with that white stitching. And here's something, if we can get in close on this, on these seats in the center there's a blue stripe. We have 2 USB-C chargers and a 3-prong house outlet. That's really nice to be able to charge stuff back here. On the back of these seats, you have some storage. And here's the big thing. I have a lot of visibility vertically back here with this panoramic sunroof up here. Let's look, of course, at the armrest with 2 cup holders back here. So each one of the doors also have an additional cup holder worth of space. So
this vehicle also has easy access car seat locks right there in the back.
Yeah.
And you also have heated seats back here as well.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's a lot of features back here in the back seats. Let's jump up front and we'll get this thing on the road. So, Dan, here we are on the inside of the 24 Lyriq for the first time. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's get it started.
All right, let's go.
So I'm going to go ahead and put my foot on the brake, hit the power button, and everything's just going to light up here, right?
Right. So you're going to be presented here with a pretty large touchscreen. Yeah. Right, you got a lot of information in front of you. You got your gauges set up right in front of you. You got the time, the date, temperature. Over on the right-hand side, you got all your different widgets for your quick access features. So starting over on the left-hand side, you're going to see a few different selections there that you can choose from. We have gauge, energy, map, assist.
Oh yeah, map. It's really cool. Assist. Is that your safety features on there?
Correct. That's going to show you how far away from the vehicle in front of you is.
Okay.
And gives you a little bit more of a live action.
Like safety demonstration,
yeah.
Kind of like as you're going through, right?
Correct.
And then
clean. It's going to give you not too many distractions. It's going to give you the 2 things that are going to matter most, your charge and the speed that you're going.
So let's talk about what's on the steering wheel, Dan, because you have a lot of stuff, a lot of buttons on this steering wheel, right?
Yeah.
On the left side, it looks like we have your cruise control settings, and I'm not sure what this button is.
So that's going to be your forward collision alert, following distance indicator. So
okay.
The primary purpose of that button is to gauge distance for adaptive cruise control. Perfect. And how far behind you're driving in front of the person in front of you.
Awesome.
In addition, it also gauges the distance on when your forward collision alert, automatic emergency braking initiate. So going from the top left, that is going to be the Super Cruise, the automated self-driving feature.
We're going to test that out on test drive.
Yes, we will. Right below that would be your cancel cruise control. And then going up to the top right, it will be your heated steering wheel. And then to initiate the cruise control.
On the right side of the steering wheel, it looks like we have the ability to change different things on our screen. Looks like you can put your radio stations and stuff up there, as well as control the volume that you're listening to. Looks like some of your audio settings here, phone settings. And it looks like you have a push to talk. So do you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in here?
Yep, vehicle comes standard with both wireless, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto.
I love that. So for anybody who doesn't know what Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is, it allows you to connect to your phone to make phone calls, send text messages. You can search for stuff. You can listen to your own music if you have an app like Spotify. It gives you so many different ways to access your phone just by a push of the button here on the steering wheel.
So what we have here on the right-hand side of the screen is all the different widget, the quick access features to the vehicle.
Okay.
You do have a rotary controller here to help navigate the screen if you don't want to smudge it up with fingerprints.
Sure.
So of course we have audio that will get us to our FM, AM, Bluetooth, Sirius XM stations to where we can customize and listen to our music. Maps, it'll be a built-in Google integration system, standard with Google Maps. Phone, this will be quick access to your contact information, make phone calls or send text messages. Google Assistance, the vehicle does have a built-in Google Assistant in with the vehicle, so you can just ask it to do a few features like get you directions or get you access to your streaming services. Camera, this will be a quick access feature to bring up all the different cameras around the vehicle. Climate will allow you to change climate controls. We do have quick access panels, which are nice and convenient.
The other things I'm noticing up here, if you look at, you can change your themes. You have a hot spot that you can set up. Ambient lighting, there's just so many different ways that you can customize. You have the My Cadillac app. For anybody who doesn't know what the My Cadillac app does, what does it do?
So it allows you to stay better connected with your vehicle through a app called My Cadillac. It allows you to lock, unlock, remote start, check your fuel levels, check your charge level, ping your location to your vehicle. So if for some reason you lost your vehicle in the parking lot, you can bring up on the My Cadillac app exactly where your vehicle's located in proximity to your phone. So a whole wide range of features.
Where do I store stuff, Dan?
Well, there's a few places to where you can store things. First, there is a small little compartment right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's really cool.
Something to put, something small, nothing too big can fit in there, but,
That's
good place to put some extra change or...
I love the blue leather. It really sticks out whenever you open up the compartment. So down below that, we have that Cadillac logo in chrome down here, as well as a USB-C charger. Coming up here, you have 2 cup holders and some additional storage in here. And man, do we have a lot of chargers in here, Dan. Looks like we have a wireless charger here, USB-C, another USB-C, and a 12-volt charger in there, as well as some storage that goes down in there.
You'll always be connected in the Cadillac Lyriq.
Yeah, no kidding. Obviously, I don't want to forget to mention this gigantic panoramic roof that it goes all the way to the back seats. You have a shade that comes up, right? You can bring that one press of the button, shade comes all the way up. We're going to leave it open for purposes of the video. You can open up the sunroof there,
which is a new feature in the 2024 Lyriq.
Wow. Well, it's a beautiful big panoramic roof. It has a wind screen that has come up here, and what's nice is that this protects you from a lot of the harsh winds and elements that would come in with this open. So just a really nice feature to have as well. One press all the way forward.
One thing to note, Brian, is the vehicle does come standard with OnStar services.
Okay.
Anytime you purchase a Cadillac, you're going to get free 3 whole years of the OnStar services with the vehicle.
Okay.
That's also going to include your internet connection, which is going to help you with your Google Assistant and your Google Maps feature that comes standard.
So I noticed that I got a cameraman in my rearview mirror, and I can't see past him, Dan. Is there a feature that helps me out with something like this?
Well, Brian, I've been doing videos with you for a little while now, and I know your favorite feature is by far the camera mirror.
Yes.
So I could not choose a vehicle for us to go over without it having this feature.
I appreciate it, because this is just a really cool feature. It's an additional camera that's in the back of the vehicle, lets you see out the back whenever you're obstructed. And of course, whenever we do these videos, we have a cameraman back there, so it's hard to see past him. This is great to have for these instances.
So with the rear camera mirror, it does have some customability features to it. By hitting the left button over here, then looking up on here in the top left, you'll see that we can change the brightness. You can change the zoom level, and we can also change the angle. So go into brightness here. If we lower it down, it gets a little bit dimmer, a little bit brighter. We can zoom in.
Perfect.
We can zoom out, and then we can angle it up, angle it down, so that way it's facing the best position for you.
I love just a little angle down just so that I can see behind me there. That's great. All right, well, that was a ton of features on this vehicle, Dan. I'm excited. Let's go out onto the road, and we're going to test a whole bunch of them. I want to test this Super Cruise out. That's for sure.
All right, let's hit the road.
So the first thing I'm hearing here, Dan, is this sound that the vehicle's giving off, right? It's not an engine noise, it's a humming, right? We're at low speeds?
Yeah, it's a synthetic sound that the vehicle's making while you're driving. More of a safety feature, just because these electric vehicles, they don't produce any noise at all. Cadillac wanted the vehicle to produce some type of noise just so pedestrians can hear it coming. And it turns off once you hit 20 miles an hour and go faster. It's mainly for if you're driving through the parking lot.
So for anybody who hasn't driven an electric vehicle before and they're not used to it, if you hit the accelerator, you take off, and when you take your foot off the accelerator, you decelerate, right?
Correct. So with it being an electric vehicle, all of the potential energy that is available right from the get-go. There is no buildup that you have to lead up to that you get out of a combustible engine. And then with the one-pedal driving feature, you allow the vehicle's motors to brake for you, to which in turn will connect energy back into the vehicle, which will in turn help charge the batteries back up.
I went ahead and set my cruise control, right? cruise control set to 35. I notice that the car in front of me is actually registering on there. It's noticing that they are slowing down, so it's actually slowing this vehicle down. We're going 26, 25, 24, slowing down all the way to a complete stop, it looks like. And that's that adaptive cruise control, right?
Correct. Yeah, the vehicle will self-adjust according based off the speed the vehicle is in front of you.
So as far as the Cadillac warranty on these Lyriq, you know, what is the warranty?
Yeah, so the vehicle has a bumper-to-bumper 48-month, 50,000-mile warranty. And then for the battery, since there is no powertrain with the vehicle, Cadillac is standing firm and true to their batteries that they put in these vehicles, and they're offering a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the battery.
Wow.
So one thing you'll know with the Super Cruise, that loose steering wheel came up.
Oh yeah.
Letting you know that you are on a eligible road for Super Cruise.
So I just hit the button for Super Cruise and the steering wheel lit up green for me, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's 3 colors that'll be shown.
My seat just buzzed and I'm going over into the left lane.
Yep, the vehicle recognized that people were trying to merge over from the off-ramp, so it gave them the space and moved over to the left-hand side of the road to avoid a collision.
That's amazing. Wow, I didn't know that it was looking that far ahead for me, for people on the on-ramp. That's amazing. It is raining a little bit right now, and we're going around a curve, and there's really no issues here. I haven't had to press the accelerator or the brake or touch the steering wheel here for the last 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. There's something I haven't really noticed a lot of here, Dan, is the road noise. Is there anything that Cadillac's really put into this to kind of eliminate those types of things?
Yeah, so the Cadillac Lyriq has a lot of quiet tuning technology inside it to help reduce the outside noise.
Okay.
From coming inside, which is pretty much the premise of an electric vehicle. They're supposed to be quiet, supposed to be comfortable, and Cadillac is also putting luxury into the matter. And all of that sound dampening technology is all within the windows of the vehicle.
All right, Dan, we're gonna give this a test.
Let's see what she got.
So we are way past cruising speed now, getting onto the highway. That was just an amazing amount of acceleration instantaneously, which is what electric vehicles are known for, right?
Correct. This vehicle can go from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds.
Well, we definitely showed it there. So it looks like you have a few different drive modes here too, Dan. You've got Tour, Sport, and Snow Ice, and My Mode.
Yep, so through the My Cadillac app, you can actually customize the My Mode to, loosen or tighten the steering, dampen the suspension. There's a lot of customizable features inside the app.
All right, so I noticed that there's a vehicle coming up on my left-hand side. When that happens, I actually get a little alert on my mirror. It lights up here, and if I turn on my turn signal, it's actually flashing at me and alerting me, hey, there's somebody in your blind spot, don't make that left-hand turn, right? That blind spot monitoring, always handy on a vehicle. The other thing I'm noticing is that we have lane keep assist active, so if I were to inch over here to the left side, the steering wheel's just nudging me back into the lane here. If I were to cross a line or get close to crossing a line, it's just keeping me within the lane, right, Dan?
Correct, and if you ignore it for too long, it'll start vibrating your seat.
Okay.
Try and get your attention and to start paying attention to the road.
Yeah. That's what I really like about the Cadillac vehicles is, it's going to try in every possible way to get your attention, whether it's a flash, a beep, or a buzz. So something I want to test out here, Dan, is the backup camera. Let's go ahead and put the vehicle into reverse. And you can see a nice big 360 view on the left-hand side and a straight back view on the right. And of course, when I turn the wheel, it's showing me my projected angle into the spot. And I should just about get in there. There we go. It's gonna come out and then right back in. And here's the thing, I have a few different views to look at here, right? I can look at my front end, I can look at the back end, I have my overhead view, so I can make sure it's actually alerting me, hey, that was a pretty nice alert there. There was a car coming behind me on the left-hand side, and it was just alerting me to stay vigilant there. So that's that cross traffic monitoring. You can view your sides, so you can make sure that you stayed within the lane.
Looks like you did a good
right?
job this time, Brian.
Yeah, hey. You know what I love about working at a Cadillac dealership is that anytime I have a question, I can always ask a professional like Dan here. Dan, if they have questions for you, how can they contact you?
Well, you can find us on Route 30 in Greensburg, right past Westmore Mall.
Or you can visit them at smailcadillac.com. That's going to do it for our test drive today, guys. So until next time, enjoy the ride.